welcome to this week's episode of the Pull List Examiner. This is my weekly video where I take a look at the top 3 comics that I'm looking forward to reading when it comes to New Comic Book Day. And New Comic Book Day this week is going to be August 16th, 2023. There are only 5 books on my list for this week. You can find that full list in the description of the video below. Let's take a look at what my top 3 choices are out of those 5 books. Starting off at number 3 this week, we have Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 37. This is written by Greg Pak. If you've watched my show before, you know that this has been one of the most consistent Star Wars titles that are coming out, in my opinion. I really like Greg Pak's writing, and I really appreciate the various artwork that they seem to use on this series. It seems like there's always really good, strong art. The covers are usually amazing as well. So out of the books this week, I think this is the only Star Wars book this week, and I am really looking forward to reading this continued series with Star Wars as they start to jump into this Dark Droids story arc. I'm not sure how interested I'm going to be in picking up all the different series where they're tying everything together, but I'm definitely going to buy that main Dark Droids line and stick with the 2 series that I find to be the best, which are the main Star Wars title and this title, the Darth Vader title. And coming in at number 2 this week, we've got Void Rivals. This is the new series that's coming from Robert Kirkman, as he has purchased the rights to the Transformers and G.I. Joe properties and has incorporated them into his various titles that he's releasing from Image Comics. I am looking forward to this specific series. The first 2 issues were great. This week we get issue number 3, and I am looking forward to reading it. It seems like it is a really good story, and it's got kind of a throwback feel to some other alien movies that may have been like from the 80s. So it's kind of interesting that we're getting these 80s properties like Transformers and G.I. Joe that's getting thrown in. You know, was this all planned? I don't know, but it's been a good series so far. Hopefully issue 3 will be good as well. And at number 1 this week, we have Daredevil, issue number 14, written by Chip Zdarsky. This is, from what I can tell, his last Daredevil book for this series. If you are a fan of this last Chip Zdarsky run, then you will probably be like me and picking up this issue to see how he decides to finish it off. I will say it has taken a very interesting turn. If you haven't been keeping up with the title, Daredevil has basically went through, they're kind of playing into the more mysticism that's around like the hand, and he has been battling supernatural forces after traveling through a cave. It's kind of jumped off the rails way farther than where it started. So, you know, I don't know what other people's thoughts are, but I still have been liking what he's doing. I'm glad they are wrapping it up. I think he, you know, with this entire series plus all the Devil's Reign tie-ins that there were tied to Zdarsky's run, you know, I think they kind of burned through a lot of Daredevil material, and I think it's good to take a break. And I know he's working on some other things, but I am going to miss having Chip Zdarsky and Marco Checchetto on art for the Daredevil title. I've seen there's already a new team up of author and artists that are going to be bringing us the next run of Daredevil, but this week we get to see how Zdarsky wraps everything up. Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Pull List Examiner. You can always find my entire pull list in the description of the video below if you want to see all those books that I'm picking up this week. And you can always leave a comment, click like, click subscribe. If you like what you're seeing here, always feel free to drop a comment and recommend something new for me to read. I really appreciate you watching, and remember to read them, bag them, and board them. And we'll see you next time on the Pull List Examiner Show.